Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to the Goosebumps game. So, we know what to do. The problem is it's just going to be a brute force. We have to take a candy and try a candy that we can find that will get us 30 cents. So we can get $7.30. We know how to get $1 using the sugar caps. So let's see. Like $1.80. That one, for instance, is too expensive, and without that being used with something else, it would not work. So let's see. Milk balls. We're gonna potentially have to go back and look at the candies I've already tried in the last recording, though, because I was not thinking that we could get there. Now that one is 90 cents, so I could get it to 90, 180, 270, 360, 450, 540, and then 630. So I think that would be 5 times. No, that would be 450. So well, let's take some more milk balls and take some more milk balls and take some more milk balls and take some more milk balls. Seems like you probably could have done this multiple ways. We're trying to get to 730. So now what is this weight? 450. So 2 more milk balls and then we should be close, or close where I can, yeah, I'm at 630 now. I need to be at 730. So if I didn't take the sugar caps, which are $1 each for each amount. With that scoop, you broke the camel's bag. Now there's candy all over the floor and a useless piece of plastic in your hand. Oh my goodness. It won't let me use that many things. Oh man, this is gonna be a nightmare. So we have to find something higher than 90 to start off with. I think sour belts were above $1 for one use. They're 80 cents, so no, that's not gonna work. Maybe it was gummy worms that were above $1. So we're gonna have to use less things since there's an arbitrary limit. Okay, 270. From 270, if I was to double that again, that would be 540. If I was to add a 90 to it, then it's 630, and then that should work. Okay, so if I take gummy worms again and this and sugar caps and then examine, this should be 730. Exactly. You place candy on the scale and wait. The scale sinks further into the counter with a clink. The seemingly solid wall of the candy store slides open, revealing a doorway. And see, that is definitely grounds to save the game. Wait a minute. Also, if I was to take a bag of these green sour belts, which I guess are sour licorice, could I possibly... Maybe I could use that as the hair of the mannequin. But I think this is going to be weird. The passage leads into the bookstore where Slappy awaits her. A tangible dread spills out of the opening. So do I want to go try and take on Slappy? Or do I want to try and wander around and see what the rest of this is? Like, because we know that there's... Yeah, that guy's coming that way. See, there's this guy still wandering around. And so we would need to use this on the mannequin. Nope, that doesn't work. So use the massage units. That's nice. Like, I don't think there's a reason to go back in here and try to take on the gnomes, because I don't think that works. So there's some kind of jewelry piece that I missed somewhere. Like, it seems... What odd behavior you try? Like, what are these cards? Playing cards. Yeah, it's just kind of like... I don't get it. Unless I'm supposed to use the placemat around her neck to make it look like jewelry. We just have so much junk, and none of it makes any sense. We're approaching 80 items. There is the phone book and coins now that we could go use on the phone book. Okay, and we see that that guy is there. I could go to the arcade. You can see the guy is there. So we're still avoiding him. While walking around and going to places you don't want to go in this third act, just to stretch the game out. It's just not good. It's just not. Like, I would have preferred it to be a much shorter experience, frankly. Particularly since you kind of know that this is just a... this really is just a movie tie-in game. It could have been a very short experience designed for non-gamers. But instead, they made it incredibly hard for only the most fervent of professional point-and-click adventure players would want to play this. Money can solve a lot of problems, but not this one. Where's the token machine? I do have to exchange coins for tokens. Use coins on this. Use coins on the prize counter. Well, where do you get tokens then? Well, I have... Well, am I supposed to just break this and steal tickets? These skew balls, at least the ones I've run into, have like a bad motor, just kind of cheaply made, where you kind of could just slowly pull out tickets but doesn't seem like that's the goal here. Use coins in score. I feel like I'm probably gonna die if I play this. Unfortunately, without coins, you can watch the attract mode while wiggling the joystick pretending to play. Alright, so let's use coins on the arcade. You're pretty good at this game. You dodged 35 ghosts before wiping out. Okay. Use it on this arcade game. You select Dwarf because that's of his truly epic beard. The stage opens on the battlefield, arrows arching in the background. You move to the left. Several kobolds bound on screen. They seem like a low-level enemy. You attack. They barely fight back, and each one goes down after a single multi-hit combo. One of them drops a bag of money, which you pick up. You spend a little more time exploring that screen, but a big annoying arrow appears, prodding you to move forward to the right. Reach the end of the forest, and two more kobolds appear, this time flanking a goblin archer. Play continues like this for a while until you eventually run out of energy. You got pretty far. So it doesn't seem like I'm getting anything for playing these arcade games. It takes a minute for you to figure out what you're supposed to do, and as soon as that happens, you die. So what's the response if I do that again? It goes a lot smoother this time. You get several boards in before it gets too hard. Interesting, different responses. So maybe there's a second response for this one. Nope, it's the exact same response, which is, that's like 12 things. 12 sentences. Yeah, no different responses there. Maybe I'm supposed to use the coins here. Each coin clatters down the slot. After a moment, 5 balls drop into the chamber with a very sharp crack. Okay. Use the skee ball in a central lane, I guess. Bowl the skee ball down the you bowl the skee ball down the lane with anticipation. 50 points. So point and click skee ball for whatever fun that is. 50 points. Like, unlike bowling, you really probably don't want an angle on any of these. A lot of skee balls have extra scoring things on the edge, left and right, that you would try to go for extra points, but that's kind of it. In this one, you just go straight down. That's a pretty simple experience. So I guess we could go over here and see what happens. That only got me 20. That only got me 20. So I got 107 tickets. And that got me 17 tickets. You tear the tickets out of the slot and take a moment to fold them up in a compact little ticket pile. Seems like I could probably keep on doing that, but let's see what we're trying to get here. The 35 necklace, I guess, is what we're going for. So we have to play like twice. Sure feels like we're just wasting our time. And it's not putting us in a position where we would be in like really good odds of succeeding quickly. Like we're having to click through a lot of dialogue when it could just be, you know. So that should be more than 35, so let's go ahead and just put one way over here. it's 20. Like, when I use the coin on this, it really should just put the balls down there. I should be able to click on them. It should be able to go. There should be no line of dialogue at all in any of that. Okay. So use the tickets on the ticket box. You place your tickets in the ticket box and weight your prize. Looks like you can afford toy jewelry. So take the toy jewelry. You take your hard-earned jewelry and place it amongst your things. The rest of these items are unrealistically expensive, which I suppose is the normal case of things in an arcade, and that's part of the reason why arcades, even though they were fun and full of games, always kind of sucked. So, yeah, unless I can go back and find a wig section. Like, I don't know. I don't feel like there's gonna... Oh man, I just killed myself. Shoplifting, prepare to be dropped. Well, just gotta remember the click retry. I didn't see the shadow of him. And it doesn't make the noise fast enough. So we can see he's there. And there's two places here where plants look like they could be picked up and used. But they don't seem to... Seems like you could also move outside. Maybe I do need to go back outside and talk to my brother. Ah, man. Didn't see it again. Just wasting the player's time with this mechanic. Yeah, let's go outside. Head back outside with a little daylight to what little daylight is left. All stretches before you. Yeah. Search the trash. And see, we could leave. Go back, I guess maybe to where we were before. So now use this jewelry on the mannequin. It looks good. Like, the only thing we've got here is we have this photo. Photograph of a suspected shoplifter who's wearing a nice hat but a cheap looking jewelry. You see, I can't really zoom in on this. It's a photo on mannequin. Doesn't work. And then we have this report. Official report of shoplifter. Suspect was female, green hair. Suspect wearing red dress and heels. Which these also would be heels, but I guess those would also be described as boots. And unless I'm supposed to use like lipstick on the mannequin, or something else. I don't have any kind of green color dye that would turn a sponge or anything into that. So either that works, and that just caused him to... Mall is eerily quiet when it's empty. Your footstep echoes for what seems like miles. Continue further into the mall. Did we stop the security guard? And did it just happen off screen? No, there he is right there. So, suppose we could go here and we could try to just brute force this phone book. It's not too many. Angstons, memorize. Memorize the listing for Angstons, hoping that's a clever pseudonym for RL Stein. Oh, well, if it's supposed to be a pseudonym for RL Stein, well, then could be any of them, because it's not an anagram or anything like that. So we're supposed to be calling RL Stein for help. That would make sense. You slide a few coins in the slot to make very satisfying clouds. They disappear. Call. I'm gonna have to put you on hold. Phone receiver makes a sickening crack against your head. You assume it leaves a nasty bump. The guard's steel boot rushes up to meet you on the way to the ground. You focus on the sound of the dial tone. So yeah, I cannot make a phone call until that guy is gone, and I can't get rid of that guy until I find a wig, green wig somewhere. Was there a green wig somewhere in this game that I'm not recognizing? I don't know. Let's just, I guess, save and go forward and see if we can start the final battle with Slappy, and then maybe have to leave and go there. Stealing your nerves, you press into the bookstore and whatever waits beyond. Bookstore is bathed in the darkness. There's a sense of absence that your mind races to fill. Goosebumps. The number of Goosebumps books lie discarded. A number of Goosebumps books lie discarded in the floor pile. Now, in the Goosebumps movie, it's not I suppose, much of a spoiler to say that RL Stein's originally written copies of the Goosebumps stories actually contain all the monsters. It's so dark you can't make out any of the titles, but from here they look like they're ordinary books. So we have a bookshelf, we have shadows, books, and only books are arranged on the shelf. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. Shadows hang from every surface, a perfect hiding place for every nightmare you had. So yeah, the monsters seem like they came out of the books in the movie, and then the effort was to put them back in the books. I assume that's similar to what's happening here, except for these wouldn't be the originals, and it doesn't make a ton of sense unless Slappy knows some kind of magic. Look at the dummy. The figure on the floor looks like a ventriloquist puppet. Is it Slappy? No, this puppet has different hair and everything. Where's Slappy? If Slappy's not here, he could be anywhere. This toy decoy had you completely fooled. You're not Stine. What do you think you're doing here? So Stine apparently is the special guest that they're expecting. Bold or tricky? Let's go with tricky. Question is, what do you think you're doing here? Isn't it obvious? I'm releasing the most dangerous creatures from RL Stein's books to lure him into a trap that spells a certain doom. He'll stop you. Once he gets here, you're in trouble. He wrote your stories. There's no way he'll fall into your trap. Whatever happens, you'll be gone long before he gets here. Maybe you should have called to give him a heads up. Speaking of which, here's a little thing I call a heads off. Slappy hops down and runs between your legs and then up your back. His tiny hands cover your eyes. Stumble across in the darkness, feeling and pulling hard. You trip over some books and fall. You can hardly remember. Gets hard to remember past that. Okay, so we're in a weird position. We do need to give him a call. And to give a call, we do need to get rid of the security guard. And to get rid of the security guard, honestly, why can't I open, on second thought, yeah, why can I not just open the door when I'm in the hat shop so I can come back out from the other side through the hat shop door. Where is the door to this hat shop so I could exit out? And so we're kind of just in a bad position. Yeah, there's nothing but hats here. No wigs. So we're going in circles. He just does not want me to go into Mayfields, it seems. Not that I think that the wig is even in Mayfields. There was a lot of stuff in Mayfields, certainly, but we're looking for a wig. If there was going to be a wig, it would be in the women's section, wouldn't it? See your clothes and mannequins. Yeah, there's nothing here as far as a wig section. We can go to the fitting rooms, but he's behind me. We can go to the shoe section. There's nothing in the fitting rooms. And we've like collected all the shoe sections. Maybe what has happened here, and this I suppose would be weird, but maybe I have found a walkthrough for the Goosebumps game on some console version that was just missing content, or like maybe a, I don't know, a 3DS version or something that might make more sense. Because nothing else right now does make sense. Let's see. Leave. You duck back into the parking structure. Parking lot is completely empty when you arrive. You've never seen it like this. So, knock on the car, you peek in the window, knock to get your brother's attention. He's listening to music too loud to hear you. End up climbing on the hood and rocking the car before he notices. He stumbles out of the car. Really? I just got comfortable. Now I get it. So we have to head somewhere else? I guess. Afraid so? I guess I'm gonna have to look. That is the question, is like, am I going to have to wander really, really far back, because see, just to give a general explanation of how badly this is written, it says sneak around with the and avoid the guard, and then go to the payphone, and then just go to the payphone and call the person you need to call. It's completely skipping getting rid of the guard whatsoever. So feels like there's been some kind of update of some sort that makes that kind of impossible to do. So yeah, it's been another 30 minutes. In all seriousness, we'll just click never mind and save. Seriously not cool. I'm gonna go ahead and just try and read a walkthrough through the rest of the game, because we are approaching the end of the game. We should wrap up in the next recording if everything goes well, but this certainly is taking a lot longer and a lot more struggle. It feels like I'm gonna find a wig way back in the house or at the school or something. That's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below in the description box. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.